Hi design comrades, especially the ones that do not know how to use shadow. Welcome here. Let me run you through the idea of shadow. When you think of shadow, you think of two things, at least perspective and elevation. Okay? If your design sense is as sharp as your shadow, go find design. I mean, because I don't know whether you want to cut onions with your shadow. Okay, so I'm going to create another screen and I'm going to explain to you what shadow is really. Now, there's so many ways you can achieve shadow, so many ways. I'm just going to focus on two different ways, okay, and how you can combo it. Now, let me explain the shadow thing first. Now, if you look at the shadow panel in the drop shadow panel, you notice that there is the x-axis, there is the y-axis, there is the spread, there is the blur, and there is the color, your color settings with holding your opacity level. You can also say intensity level of the shadow. Okay, now when light, shadow has to do with light. You can cast light from the top, meaning that there will be more shadow down. Cast light left, there will be more shadow right. Now, this is how it works. If I should increase my y-axis and you see my shadow dropping down, it means that light is being casted from the top. If I should turn it to a negative sign, like minus y something, meaning that light is being casted from the down, from the bottom. I mean, so if I should x-axis means left and right. So if I'm positive sign means that light is being casted from the left, negative right of x, that light is being casted from the right end. In no part like that. Then if I leave everything at 0, 0, 0, meaning that there is a midpoint, light is being casted there, that is creating a balanced level of shadow, left, bottom, right, and left end. Pass like that. But where me I have issue is that people need to understand that the moment your blur is dropping, right, you just automatically know that the intensity of your shadow too should be dropping. The opacity should be dropping. It keeps it subtle and it keeps it natural. Let me zoom in so you see what I'm gisting about. The moment your blur is increasing, right, you most likely would want to increase the intensity or the opacity of your shadow. But the moment your blur starts dropping, you just know that the intensity of your shadow should drop or the opacity of your shadow should drop to keep it natural. And the idea of spread is similar to blur, but the difference is it kind of like so half shadow is. Now, if I drop this blur, if I drop this spread to 0, this blur is 21, right? But in some sense, behind the scene, there is still more darkness in the middle of. there's still I don't know how to explain, but there is still like a lot of thick layer of shadow inside that you cannot see. Now, when we start spreading brings all of that. It makes it visible. So the feathering of the shadow starts from at whatever point you bring out your spread. So now at this point we can see the feather, like this, the subtleness of the shadow is actually beginning to start here, right? If I drop my spread, you see all of this thickness here starts to like hide inside, inside, inside. You see, they exist, but the moment I I increase my spread, they come outside. So the extension of the feather that kills the natural effect comes out. I mean, there are cases you can apply that, but I normally do not even touch my spread. I really do not. So, yep, now you can see. Now, compared to this now, like, compared to this, which would you say is natural? Let me even do something like more interesting. I increase my y-axis because I want light pointing from down. So when I drop my opacity a little bit, I will now put like a stroke. You see? Put like a stroke, make it like 1.5 and then see. thick but not too thick, just the level to give it this interesting effect. See? And this is one way you can cast shadow. Another way you can cast shadow is by making your parents layer slightly, like not white, just a shade, right? See? Then I can, you see now. Oh, it's almost looking better. If I turn off my shadow here, is and remove my stroke, it's still giving as though there is shadow, but there is no shadow. Difference is there is just like it's not 100% white. My parents' container is not 100% white. It's F5, F5, F5. Feel like it's gray, kind of like. So you see, you can also strike shadow like that. This way, if you want to if you still want to include extra shadow, you just have to make it really, really, really low intensity, very subtle. Okay, see, 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 see space. But yeah, I mean, to compare to this shadow is not even that tight. I promise you, it's not that tight. It's not that tight. It's not that tight. And it's about when you're dealing with shadow, it's mostly about visual appeal. You don't. I don't think there's like a 100% formula to how to get the right shadow. Make sure you are seeing, see very well. And then what else? I was going to say something else. It left my mind. If I remember, I'll tell you guys. But yeah, keep your shadow subtle. It shouldn't be this dark and this tight. Relax your mind. It's not deep. It's not all that deep. Okay, another way you can strike shadow is by mimicking your shape or duplicating your shape, right? And then I'll send it back now. So this is just an example. I'll send it back, and then we can then make use of, I don't know the size of that. It's laziness that is in me. You can now go to effects and then do layer blur. Then increase the intensity of your blur. According to some designers will be like this is preferable. I don't know, I've not tried it though. Then you can increase the blur and then reduce your color opacity to get a shadow. Let me kill this one and then see. So that's what people do. I don't know how they enjoy that stress. But on God. On God. Oh yeah now, 7 minutes. Later guys. Bye.